Hello guys, how are you guys doing today? So today I have a video, and for the first time in my life I have a topic. Like really, I have a topic, and the topic is snap out of it. Snap out of it, bro. Snap out of it, sis. So yeah, so before I continue, I'm going to say welcome to my channel. This is Kemi here, and my channel name is So Sherry Kemi Beauty and Lifestyle. I hope I don't really know the next thing to say for this next thing. Okay, I hope you love this video and you come back to my channel. And if you're new to this channel, like subscribe. Please subscribe. Support this girl by subscribing. And if you are already subscribed to this channel, thank you for always coming back. And make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you like and comment down below. Yeah, so today I hope someone learned from what I have to say today. So today I'm going to talk about snapping out of situations, how to snap out of situations, how to snap out of things. So I'm going to divide what I'm going to talk about into three parts. I'm going to talk in terms of snapping out of comparison, snapping out of a bad day, snapping out of relationship. Like juicy. I know some people like relationship topic. Okay, so let's go into it. So the first one is comparison. Like, what are the things you are comparing yourself with someone at? Like, I'm not going to say it in terms of the cliche comparison, like this one is better than me, this one. I'm talking about comparison in terms of goals. So there are lots of times that we have goals, we have things we want to do, we have like this thing in our head, and we're like, let me try it, let me do it, let me move forward and stuff. And then boom, you see someone else doing that same thing, and you're like, oh, probably mine is never good enough, probably I don't know how to do it well, this person's one is better than mine, and because of that we decide not to do it. See, snap out of it, snap out of it, snap out of it. You'll be surprised that even those people you see doing great things also have doubts, also think their stuff is not as good as what you even think it is, and they just still like go ahead and do it. Do whatever you like. Stop comparing yourself to people. Snap out of comparison. Snap out of it. Don't compare your stuff to people. Whatever you want to do, just do it. Like, however your life is, just love it the way it is. It is your life, it is your road to walk through it. Like, it's your journey, walk through it, enjoy your journey. And before, I used to be like this futuristic person. I don't like give myself enough space and breathing to like enjoy what is happening in the moment. And in future, when I think of the whole thing, I kind of miss it, or like wish, oh, I can go back to it. I know, like, I'm not like the past person, but there are times I think of something and I can't really like say what really happened or something, because I was just always futuristic, and then I get to the future, I realize that what I've been thinking the future looks like might not even be as glorious or glamorous or as good as what I think it is. I would say you should stop comparing your journey, your life to every other person's own. It's your life, live it. It's your journey, live it. And it's your story, tell it. Tell your story. So you might think other people's story is juicy, you might think other people's story is exciting, yours is boring. There's something, I know this is like a normal thing people say, but like, you know what your superpower is? Your superpower is you. There's no one like you. No matter, even identical twins don't look like each other. Like, that is, even sisters and brother, they don't look alike in so many things. Siblings don't look alike. Even husband and wife, they don't look exactly alike. Like, they are married most times because they are even the opposite of each other. The opposite attract, like they say. So I would say that even if other people's story looks juicy, like, your story is also interesting. Your story is relational to someone. You might think that your story is not unique enough, it's that no one will relate, it's not exciting enough, it's not dramatic enough. But it doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be like every other person's story. And some people are like, oh, they have like the dramatic story, this interesting story to tell. But that doesn't mean your own story is also not like, it's also not important. That doesn't mean that it won't touch someone. It is relational to someone. It's someone else. There's someone else that will listen to your story and they would relate to it. So don't feel like, oh, because your story is not relational, because your story is not unique, because of that you don't want to share. No, still share your story. Your story is unique too. Your story is unique to someone. It doesn't have to be unique to the whole crowd. What you want to do is to touch someone's life, not just you. It might not be like as big as some people's own or as dramatic as some people's own, but make sure you share your story. Don't feel like your story is not interesting enough. And so when they say, oh, okay, share your proposal story, but oh, my proposal story is not interesting enough. It's not like the, oh, will you be my wife? Hold my hands, I shake it. Yes, I'll be your wife. Your story might not be like that. Your story might just be like you chatting with the boo, and it was like, oh, let's get married, and you're like, okay, let's get married. Your story might be like, oh, hello, I'm just thinking, let's get married, and you're like, ah, no, that's your own story. The interesting thing is that someone else might listen to your story and they would relate. Like, all our stories are different, and someone else might be living in your own exact life, even though it's not dramatic like other people. They might be living your own exact life, and they would be able to relate to your story, and then to let them, they would take a fraction of what had happened in your story and like apply it to theirs, because at times people are lost because they think they are different, they think no one is like them. Like, share your story will make them know, like, oh, okay, they are not that different, there are also people like them, and it will make them go through the right path. Like, you would read so many like relationship stories and stuff, and you would think, oh, the only way to successful relationship is just one way. It's just one way to successful relationship, and then you would just realize, like, just hearing other people's story and how they started their relationship and how they are walking through their relationship will make you know that, okay, yours is not different. Other people had lived your own experience too, and they had gone through your own like story too, and because yours is not like every other person's own does not make it different, does not mean the relationship is not going to work. It's not a one-way traffic. Relationship is not a one-way traffic. So I'm going to go to the next one, relationship and friendship. So I'm just leading that into relationship. So snap out of it. Snap out of the normal story of, oh, everybody's relationship, it's like this is how I want my home to look like. Snap out of, oh, this was what I read in book, and my relationship should be like that. I just changed the setting of my lighting, so that's why I look different right now. Relationship don't have to be the same. That's why I rarely read like relationship book. I read people's experience, life story, but reading relationship book to apply to my own relationship, I don't do that, because everybody is different. Like, you might start your relationship in a particular way, and you reading someone else's own will make you feel like your relationship is not right. As far as you feel like you are doing the right thing and morally you are doing the right thing, your relationship does not have to start like everything you read in the book. Doesn't have to start like, oh, the sparkling shiny relationship you see on YouTube, in stories and stuff. Like, that doesn't mean it will, no matter how sparkling it is, that doesn't mean it will end badly. Make sure your story is yours to live. Make sure whatever way you're starting your relationship, let it be your own story. There are times that even marriages, there are times that people's marriage will not be exactly the same. That's why you don't take marriage advice from everybody. What is happening in their own might be different. Personality is a big thing when it comes to marriage. My personality and my husband's personality might be different from someone else's personality. So I can now take the way they solve their own issue, they resolve their marriage, or the way their house atmosphere is, now bring it to my own house. No, it's not going to work that way, because my personality is different, my husband's personality is different. The atmosphere cannot be the same. I'm bringing my own sauce into our home, he's bringing his own sauce into our home, and our house looks different. We raise our children differently, we do things differently, and because of that, I cannot take someone else's story or how their marriage is and insert it into my life. I can learn one story or the other, but not like making it look like, oh, this is exactly how I want it to be. No, it's different. We all like different things, and if you know love languages, we have different love languages. You can go to someone's house and see them doing things and based on their own love language, and then you want to insert it into your house, like hashtag insert someone else's love language. No, don't do that. you have to like also you have to study your own spouse, like study your own spouse. What is their own love language? What is your own love language? And make sure you communicate your own love language to them. Just don't say, oh, I love gifts, and then your husband is not giving you gift and you're like, they're keeping quiet, keeping grudge. Like, you don't have to say it immediately. For me, I'm not that kind of person that say things I want immediately, because like culturally I didn't grow up in that kind of home where like you say what you really want and talk and talk. I came from that home where it takes some time, like where I don't really like say what I really want, and I kind of got used to that. So yeah, so just snap out of it, snap out of relationship goal, trying to make your relationship goal someone else's relationship goal. Snap out of it. And relationship in terms of comparison too, please sisters, please, for God's sake, stop staying in a relationship just because you feel like a guy that is beating you and eating you is better than your neighbor's girlfriend or wife that is being beaten every day. Don't stay in a relationship where, even if it's once a week or once a month, don't say, hey, I'm going to stay. At least my bobo is beating me just once a month. That one, a bobo used to beat her every day. Please, you are not an animal. A guy should not beat you. Should not make it a normal thing that it's a normal thing for a guy to be beating you. Please, sis, no. Snap out of it. Leave that relationship. Yeah, I'm telling you. Snap out of it. Don't stay in a relationship that a guy is beating you. You are killing yourself psychologically, health-wise, and one day you will die. He's going to kill you. So for relationship, I'm not just restricting it to relationship, like emotional relationship. I'm also taking it down to friendship. So in friendship, if you realize that you have a friend and the friend is condescending towards you, make sure you tell the friend first. If the friend is not listening, then I think that's the time to snap out of that friendship. Leave that friendship. You don't, like, this is the 21st century. You don't want to stay in a friendship or relationship where you are being emotionally abused. It affects you. It increases your it reduces your self-esteem. You have low self-esteem and you don't feel happy. So if you have a friend and the friend is condescending towards you, or the friend is abusive, after telling the friend and the friend refused to listen, I think that's the time to leave that friendship. Like, walk out of that friendship. You don't need that kind of energy in your life. You don't need that kind of energy in your life. So yeah, you need positivity in your life. It helps a lot, because there are a lot of days that that's your energy is what will actually make you live through life. So like, always remember that you are like a gift. You are a gift. You're not even like a gift. You are a gift. Always unwrap yourself. You are so special, and don't take less. So the same thing with relationship. Do not settle for a relationship where you are being treated like trash, like nothing. No, don't accept that kind of relationship. I mean, if you are married, there are solutions to it. Speak to him. If it's physical abuse, I feel like you should leave a physical abusive relationship. You should, because it can lead to death. There are lots of cases of women that died from like abusive relationship, physical abusive relationship, and you don't want to be that woman. You don't want to be on newspaper or news on social media that, oh, she just died because this guy has been punching her like punching bag. He knows the way to the gym, to boxing ring. If he feels like boxing something, he should go box something there. Don't stay in that kind of relationship. Like, leave, go and meet your family, go stay somewhere else. You guys should see a counselor. Like, yeah. So like, don't stay in a relationship when the guy turns you to a punching bag. Like, you are not a psychiatric home for a guy that is being like, that is mentally destroyed by like whatever is not being like raised by or something. You are not a clinic. You should leave any form of relationship that is abusive to you, and try to learn to be alone. Learn to spend alone time with you. I feel like if you don't learn to live alone time with you, you just settle for just anybody that just wants to be your friend, that wants to be in a relationship with you. You just start settling for anybody. Try to know yourself. Try to love yourself. Love your alone time. Love being alone. Try to do something that will make you happy. True that you would take your time when it comes to like friendship, relationship. You won't just settle for just anybody just because you feel alone, you feel bored and stuff. So that's what I'm going to say in terms of relationship. And the next one is bad day. The last thing I'm going to talk about is how to snap out of a bad day. Sis, bro, like we all have a bad day. We all go through a bad day. See, even the liveliest person in this world, the most extroverted person, still have a bad day. So always be aware of the fact that we all have a bad day. So it's bad days. It's not bad to have a bad day. Don't kill yourself. Don't get frustrated that you're having a bad day. You are different. Don't do that. It's normal to have a bad day, and it's okay to feel whatever you feel. Like, it's okay. Like, no matter how bad feeling you're feeling, it's okay. Even like the wealthiest person in this world still have a bad day. You'd be surprised. Like, people always have a bad day. It's a normal thing. But how to snap out of a bad day? Think of why you're having a bad day. There's always a reason for everything. There's a reason for everything. There's a reason. At times, the reason is not obvious. It's the not so obvious reason. And the funniest thing is that those things that are not obvious, the not so obvious reason, the not obvious things that make us have a bad day, are always the deadliest. They're always the most dangerous one. They're always the ones that make us feel the saddest, because we don't know why we are sad. We just know we have a bad day. We just know we have this mood swing. We are not in a good mood. It just spoils our day. It feels like a pin, like you've been poked with a pin. It makes you feel really bad. But the thing is that those little things, they are the one that stresses us the most. So look for why you are having a bad day. It can be something as little as you saw something very tiny, and it affects your soul, and you just have a bad day. You're just sad, or you can just wake up and you woke up on the wrong side of the bed, and it might be something very tiny that you've even forgotten. So, like, at first, know why you're having a bad day. Like, dig deep. Know why you're having a bad day, and just knowing why you're having a bad day makes you find solutions to your bad day, makes you find a way to curb it, make you find a way to snap out of it. So it just depends on why you're having a bad day. I know some people, like, they have it worse, some people have it good. Like, some people have like a heightened bad day, and like the thing is that there are some things that we are not in control of, and when it comes to things we are not in control of, feeling sad about it would not change it. It would only elevate our emotional health. It will only make us feel sad. I don't know if there's a word called sadder. It will only make us feel sad. So know why you're having a bad day and try to do something special for yourself. Like, I'm very big on self-care. I've never mentioned that on this channel, but if you follow me on Instagram, you would know, like, I always post stuff about self-care. Always taking care of yourself, doing things that make you happy, be selfish at times. I'm all about self-care. If you're having a bad day, then that is the day to take care of yourself. That is the day to take care of yourself. See, if you're in a weight loss program and you're having a bad day, that's a cheat day for you. That's the day to cheat. Please don't over-cheat though. That's the day to just take care of yourself, because there are some unhealthy way there are times you feel like you're taking care of yourself, but it's an unhealthy way to take care of yourself. It's just basically like just taking care of yourself. Take yourself out. Like, if it's to like lodge yourself in a nice hotel, and it's bringing me back to like try to learn how to have this alone time. There are times that you're having a bad day and you want to spend time with friends or people you love. That's okay. But there are times you're having a bad day, and that's maybe you want to spend time alone, you want to enjoy yourself alone, and that's okay too. So like, if it's to like go to the restaurant alone, eat something you really like, or cook something you like. I'm that kind of person that if I feel like eating something, I'm not really having a good day, no matter how much it is, I don't go like, although thank God, like, my appetite does not always think of me spending all the money in my bank account anyways. My appetite is always in moderation, so I love my appetite. So anyways, so if I feel like buying something, that's not the time for me to feel like, I just go ahead and buy something nice for myself. If it's like something to eat, I'm not really like a big eating person. It might be shopping, maybe buy something nice for myself, but Everything should just be in moderation. If it's like speaking to a loved ones, your old friend, your family, just do it, but dig deep and know why you're having a bad day. If it's like maybe you're fighting with someone, try to settle with the person. And it depends on the kind of fight. That brings me back to like being in a healthy relationship, friendship. Make sure it's not a toxic relationship, because there are times you can miss toxic people, as in just remember how they used to make your life terrible. So try to weigh it. Is it better to stay with a toxic person just because you are missing them, or it's better for you to be happy? Do you like your life the way you're happy right now? So weigh it. But to me, I would say it's better to live your life and love the person from afar, because you're not talking to someone again does not mean you are enemies. There are times that you just need you just need peace, you just need a good health. Health does not mean you are sick or anything. There are times all this emotional stuff, there are health issue too. There are times that you need good emotional strength. So if it's that staying out of that friendship or relationship will give you that good emotional health, please stay out of that friendship. It's okay to love them from afar, support them from afar, say hi from afar, but going into that relationship again, except probably you feel like the person has changed, but make sure like you're not like going into that friendship as a slave again. Make sure you have some standard and let the friend know that you are not going to stay in this friendship if they are going to continue being condescending or abusive to you. So yeah, so learn how to snap out of it. Snap out of it. Snap out of comparison. Stop comparing yourself to people. There's always someone better. There's always someone worse. So comparing yourself to people is not it. Comparing, like some people will be like, oh, I'm better than this person. That's how they compare. Like, why do you even have to compare at all? You are better than this person. There's already someone better. Then you see someone that is better than you, and then you compare to, and then your life is disorganized, as in pain, in several emotional trauma, because you keep on comparing yourself about as if you are doing marketing. Stop it. Just love yourself the way you are. So stop comparing. Whatever you want to do, stand up and do it. Stand up and do whatever you want to do. Don't be like, oh, someone is doing it better. There's always someone better. And you're bringing your own sauce into whatever you're doing. You're bringing your own spice into whatever you're doing. So someone will say something and you feel like, oh, this person has said it all. But when you say your own, you're saying it in your own way, in your own unique way. So like whatever, even if you see someone else doing something you love to do, if you love to do it too, because you are bringing your own uniqueness into it. So also, bad day, if you're having a bad day, snap out of it. It's okay to feel bad, but let it just last for some time. Don't prolong it. A bad day that is becoming hours, that one is something else. I beg, snap out of it. Dig deep, look for what is making you happy that day, and try to like change. If it's an environment, try to leave this toxic environment. Even though you used to go to a nice mall and have a nice day, there are times maybe you are living with your parents, and maybe your parents are the ones like making you happy bad day. There's nothing, you are stuck with them. So but try to find light in everything, and it can't be that bad that there's nothing light. When there's light, there's darkness. When there's darkness, there's light. You should find light in that darkness that you feel like you're feeling, and try to look at things positively. Look for a positive way about something. There's always something positive in something. Like, trust me, even though if it's a lesson to learn, like think of it that probably this thing you're going through, there's someone that would learn from you in future. That's another positive way to see things. So yeah, I think that's all I have to tell you guys today. Snap out of everything negative, snap out of it, and always remember that you are a gift. Always unwrap yourself, and your journey is there for you to walk through it. It's not someone else's journey, it's your journey. That's why it's yours. So embrace it. Embrace your journey. It's yours to live. All right, thank you so much for watching my video. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Even if you don't like it, give it a thumbs up. Yes, I said it. All right, subscribe. I'm waiting for you to subscribe. Okay, subscribe to my channel, like, comment, support your girl, and do have a great day. Bye guys.